Today I'll be going to talk about business analysis. So let's get started. So what is business analysis? So the basic idea of business analysis is quite simple. It is just the practice of identifying and clarifying various issues and problems faced by the organization and working with various stakeholders to define and implement acceptable solutions. So this may sound very simple, but actual implementation and conducting of business analysis is quite time consuming and a complex process. So the person who does all this job is known as business analyst. So as we all know, if you take any company, the company will be facing various problems such as risk analysis, financial analysis, technical analysis, customer analysis. So these are all common problems faced by the organization. So it is the duty of the business analyst to look into these problems and come up with new ideas and strategies so that the organization can tackle all these problems and achieve its organizational goals. So business analysis plays a crucial role for any organization to achieve its organizational objectives. So today in this session, we'll be learning more in detail about what are the various business analysis process, why business analysis is necessary, and what are the common business analysis tools, then what are the roles and responsibilities of business analyst, and so on. So sit back and enjoy the video. Thank you.
I'm here to talk about definition and necessity of business analysis. So definition, International Institute of Business Analysis states that the practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. Business analysis enables an enterprise to articulate needs and rationale for change, to design and to describe solution that delivers value. So put it into simpler terms, basically business analysis is a process of identifying needs or any problem areas organization coming across and trying to find solutions for it. So basically business analysis involves certain techniques which can help us to create better business plan and to act on it. Next is necessity of business analysis. First, to understand structure and dynamics of company. So it helps us to understand current scenario of an organization so that we can understand working of an organization or its current position in the market, etc. Next, to understand current problem in the target organization. Understanding any issues organization facing or any problem area and coming up with the solution for it is very important. So we can develop a better business plan. Next, to identify improvement potential and recommending solutions to enable an organization to achieve goals. Performing SWOT analysis is also an important for organization, so we can understand its strengths and weaknesses to grab the right opportunity and also to work on its threats. Next, to identify and articulate need for change. So basically it means building a foundation for change. So when it is taken care of right now, it will be saving cost and time in the future. Lastly, to maximize the value delivered by organization to its stakeholders. So ultimate goal of any organization is profit maximization. So when it is achieved, everyone related to organization is happy with its performance. So stressless communications can be carried out. This is where business analysis is necessary. So when every other aspect is taken care of, organization can focus on its ultimate goal. This is it from my side. Thank you.
I'm going to brief you all about the processes of business analysis. The first process is plan business analysis. It is very important to do proper planning in every project. It contains the steps that will be followed to conduct the process of business analysis. The second process is define scope. Scope defines what all is expected to be achieved by the project. The business analyst works closely with project manager and key stakeholders to define project scope. Third process is elicit requirement. In this process, the business analyst understand all stakeholders' need and document the requirement of the solution that need to be developed. The fourth process is validate the requirements. Once the requirement is captured, it must be validated in business requirement or business case of the project. Fifth process is analyze requirements. This process is very important. Here, the requirements are prioritized, interdependency between requirements are reduced, creating process flow chart are conducted here. Sixth process is document requirement. It is a very tricky exercise as both technical and writing skills are very important here.
Hello there. So I will be talking about the BA techniques which are useful and must be known to a business analyst who wants to practice best business analysis techniques. The first technique which I will be talking about is the SWOT analysis technique, which is basically an acronym for strength, weaknesses, opportunities and trends. SWOT analysis is one of the most popular business analysis techniques followed in the industry. It is an enterprise level analysis technique and not only limited to business analysis. It could be used at the stage of the project if the unit needs it, and most of the people know it. Hence, it is widely used in the industry. The second BA analysis technique used is the MOST analysis technique, which is again an acronym for mission, objective, strategy and tactics. MOST analysis is a structured business analysis technique followed by every working level in an organization from the top to down. The process ensures that an organization retains focus on the mission, which is a critical factor for the success of an organization. The third BA technique used is the use case modeling technique, which is used to pictorially illustrate how the business functions should work in the proposed system through user interactions. This is mainly used in software development project and in the design phase to transform business requirements into functional specifications within an existing development project. There are different tools used to draw UML diagrams such as Microsoft Visio, IBM's Rational Rows. The UML use case diagram is a very useful business analysis technique to clarify and demonstrate the scope of functionality. A BA must emphasize much more on the key functional areas. Hence, proper actor interactions using the UML use case diagram help in this process. A UML diagram helps to get the original functional requirements with the business, which is more important from the business analyst point of view. The last BA technique which I would be covering in this video is the CATWO analysis technique. CATWO analysis is a generic thinking way for business analysts to understand what a business is trying to achieve. It identifies what the problem areas are and how the solution will impact the businesses and its associated people. So basically, CATWO is an acronym for clients, actors, transformation, worldview, owner, and environmental constraints. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps.
Moving further, I would like to speak on who is a business analyst, what does a business analyst do, what are the roles, and even what are the skills required by a business analyst. So first, who is a business analyst? Business analyst is that person who takes any actions or decisions which are related to the financial growth of a business. That is any policy making, then even the protocols or some decisions which leads to the financial growth of any organization, which leads to the, in short we can say, the profits which are being related for the growth of a particular organization. Then what does a business analyst do? The main function of the business analyst that there is a huge responsibility of a business analyst to have a proper communication between all the stakeholders, retailers, illicit, and if some ongoing process is been there and if there are some changes. So the main responsibility of business analyst that it should have a proper track of that. Even the main role of business analyst is that he should have a proper connectivity that is related to the efficiency, productivity and profitability of organization. Then comes the role of a business analyst. The main role of business analyst is that he should be aware that what the business is about. If there are some changes required in the business process, then how the changes can be take place, or we can say what are the new features that can be done in the ongoing business process, then how that can be implemented. Once the implementation has been taken place, then how it can be analyzed whether the decision of implementing a new process is been proper or no. So these are some basic roles of business analyst. Then the skills required by a business analyst. First skill is the analytical skill. Analytical skills is required and is important because proper analyzation of data is been required, that how the data is been coming, we can say a source, then what the data is been utilized, how it is been utilized, then whether it is been utilized in a proper amount, in a proper way, in a proper direction. So these are some analytical skills. Then even leadership skills. Now the skills that has been required in the leadership skill is that a proper forecasting should be done, then how the distribution of work should be there. So that this is the main thing, that any business which is been taking place or which is been running, so leadership skills are the most important skills, that proper unity should be maintained, proper distribution of work is also important, then how to achieve the goals, then what are the set targets or what are the objectives of that particular business. So these all things come under the leadership skills. Then talking about technical skills, how the IT things, or we can say the service operations, then even the softwares, how these things can be implemented in a business. This is the main role, and nowadays it has been required on a larger scale also. So these are the technical skills, and these skills should be there in a business analyst to have a proper and smooth functioning of any organization. So this was my part. Now further my colleagues will be initiating. Thank you so much.
Now I'm going to explain what are the role and duties of the business analyst. One of the main important duties or role of the business analyst is to find out what are the business requirement to run efficient business. Business requirement like a user requirement, project sponsors, stakeholders, functional and non-functional requirement for a testing purpose or a software developer. Also responsibilities like gathering and analyzing data, interpreting that gathered data. Also business analyst is helping managers or other team leaders to find out their needs and goals for a business.
I'll be speaking on the requirements of a business analyst. Here we've taken two examples. GeoCareers is the first one, in which the function or the business area we're looking into is IT and systems. The location would be Mumbai. Now the skills and competencies what a business analyst should have are, he or she should be able to understand the business challenges and translate them into analytical requirements. The second one would be he should have the ability to analyze the data and come up with actionable business insights. He or she should have excellent knowledge of MS Excel, MS Word and MS PowerPoint, knowledge of analytical tools such as Tableau, QuickView, TIBCO, Spotfire, MS Power, BI, SAS, Virtual Analytics would be a plus point in this. Good oral and written communication skills and project management skills also. Strong attention to detail is what a business analyst requires. The second one we've taken over here is Optimized IT System Private Limited. They're looking for would be trainee business analyst. The location would be Kolkata. Now the job description what they have given down is proficiency in written communication and fluency in English, good analytical skill and problem assessing skills, good documentation knowledge, attention to detail is a must, expertise in MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Word, and a good to have would be over here is knowledge about any programming language with DB, and your work experience, even though an internship would be fine with any kind of industry standard project, knowledge in flow diagram and any kind of wireframe that.
Now we are going to see tool used in a company by business analyst. There are multiple tools, but we are focusing on few of them. The first tool is Microsoft Visio. It is business process diagramming tool and it is used for drawing advanced diagram and templates. The next tool we are going to see is Pencil. It is model building designing tool and it is used for creating decision models. The next tool we are going to see is IBM Rational Requisite Pro. It is requirement management tool and it is used for prioritizing the requirement and tracking the changes. The next tool we are going to see is Blueprint. It is planning tool and it is used for delivering the product faster. The next tool is Microsoft Word. It is documentation tool and it is used for creating documents. The next tool we are going to see is Jira. It is project management and testing tool. It is used for bug tracking and prioritizing the task. Thank you.